Hello, everybody. How are you doing? All right, you guys, hopefully this will not be a long drawn out video, but just in case you are just seeing this video for the very first time and you don't know who I am, my name is Tina. I am your homeschooling and wellness consultant, helping you get your pesky little emotions under control. I'm your go-to with plant-based therapeutic products and also your go-to in anything regarding homeschooling because I have pretty much tried a little of everything. Of course, there'll always be some things you haven't tried, but for the most part, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So now tonight we are going to talk about how can you, because on most homeschoolers' mind, we have a lot of new homeschoolers that are coming. And I am a homeschooling consultant, and so I speak with a lot of people within the homeschooling community, whether they're new to homeschooling or maybe they're a little seasoned and they're just trying to figure out what to do with children with learning differences, or they have a gifted child, or how to motivate a child, or how to deal with changes in seasons and not the weather. I'm talking about in their child's mood, all that kind of stuff I talk about in my consultations. Basically, whatever you need to talk about, and I give you some customized plans based on your unique homeschool. Okay, with all that being said, a lot of worries and a lot of reservations comes in regards to math. And when I first began, one of my reservations was that I did not want to teach math. I felt some type of way. I was like, I don't think I can do the math. Like, I feel like I can do everything else. My main two things were math and English. Everything else, I'm like, I'm sure I'll be great. I'll be excellent with that. But that was mine. But it's not hard. I mean, we speak English every day. So I don't know why I felt like that. Anyway, but math, oh my goodness, that was a hurdle. I was like, no, not math. So for all you new homeschoolers out there, or for you homeschoolers out there who are looking for some options where you can kind of have a standoff approach in regards to math, you're a traditional homeschooler, meaning that you're not homeschooling with public school oversight. Because we have a lot of new homeschoolers that are homeschooling, but they are public homeschoolers at home. I'm not talking about that because they will have teachers online that will teach them how to do it. And then some people have co-ops that they go to, and then someone else is teaching. I'm talking about if you are a homeschooler out there and you have to teach all the subjects yourself, meaning you have to do the whole class load yourself, all the different core topics, all the everything, planning everything. I'm talking to you. And you're trying to figure out, I can do the rest, but what about this math? I really can't afford to go out there and get into these expensive online co-ops or co-ops in person, or I really don't really care too much for that particular co-op and stuff like that. So what do you do if you want to kind of have a standoff approach to math? Well, I have a couple of options for you that you can have if you want to be as standoff as possible in regards to math. So if you're one of those homeschoolers out there and you're trying to figure out how can I do this but not do it at the same time, if that makes any sense. You want to do it, but you're not doing it at the same time. So if you're hopping on this video right now, listen, don't just watch. Let me know that you're out there so I can give you a shout out and let me know where you're tuning in from, because I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. Okay, and remember to like and share, comment, and if you have not hit that subscribe button, shame on you. Go ahead and hit it. It's free. All right, let's jump right on into it. Now, I'm not saying that you will never, ever have to do any kind of guiding your child, because sometimes they're going to reach some things, even when you use different programs, different stuff, that you as a parent are going to have to come in and give some sort of guidance. But for the most part, if these are kind of like a one-stop shop in regards to if you want to have that kind of standoffish approach and you kind of want to let someone else teach it or something teach it, and you want to just come in and just facilitate and just make sure the work is done or help after they watch it. Okay, this is one. If you haven't heard of teaching textbooks, this is one that a lot of homeschoolers use because of the standoff approach. Not the old version, but you want to get the 2.0 because the 2.0 is a little bit way more advanced than the 1.0. The 2.0 means that this is going to be auto graded, so you don't even have to figure out how to grade the papers. The system will automatically grade it for you. It comes with several different discs. Several different discs. This is the Algebra 1. This is the one for Algebra 1. So some people just get the disc. Some people, well, right now I think they're phasing out buying discs. So you can get them now. Last time I looked about a month or two ago, you can still get the discs, but now they have it online where you can actually, I think it's $59 or $49. You can actually, for 1 year on the computer. They're doing some different things with teaching textbooks. Also, it usually come with a book and an answer key. Very, very thick book. They're supposed to do this in 1 year. Some people take more than 1 year. I'm one of those people because this is a lot. This is a lot, right? So it's the same. This is the same as this, except it's going to be done on the computer and then watch your child through things step by step. And you can kind of like have a step-off approach to it. It even grades everything for you. It even shows, like when your child gets something wrong, it will actually show you which problems they got wrong. You can go into the system and have them retake it if they make a grade that you don't like. You can have them retake the entire lesson over again, start from scratch, or you can take it as is. It's pretty much up to you. They can rework certain problems. All that stuff is with teaching textbooks. That version. They do have a 3.0 now. I'm not familiar with that one. Okay, say for example, you don't really care too much for that method. Oh, and usually it's more like in a cartoon kind of format with it's very colorful, cartoonish. So if you have a child that really don't care for cartoons, well then that's not gonna appeal to them. I'm not too sure how the Algebra 1 looks because we haven't went into Algebra 1 yet. That was gifted to me by another homeschooling mom, so I haven't looked at it yet. Okay. But it's pretty much hands off. Oh, that comment says hello. And what about for math for younger children? Mine are 5 and 7. Okay. The cool thing about teaching textbooks start from the very beginning. It goes from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. So you would just start, I think they start with 2 or 3. 3. Grade 3 all the way up, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know my child had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on up to this one. And when they're that young, you can find little cheap little workbooks and different stuff like that. But they do have different things. They could just work on 3 until they get it for right now until they get it. If you still want to be like hands off. At that age, they have a lot of free apps in the app store. And if you have an Apple, they have a lot of nice stuff. And also Android too. Thanks for your comment. Okay, next. Say, for example, that does not float your boat. You might, don't want to do with that. No. Say, for example, your child needs to see a human. You need to have a teacher. And they, because this is kind of like, it's a male's voice, but it's kind of mechanical, if that makes sense to you. And some children don't like that sound when it's kind of like mechanical, kind of like, I don't know, kind of like robotic, but it's not to the extreme, but some children might not like that. Say, for example, your child responds better to a male teacher, a male, having someone that is a guy that's teaching them. Well, this guy is amazing. I can't remember what his name is, but he have a series all the way from the beginning of math all the way through to high school. Everything that I'm showing you, it starts from the beginning and it takes you all the way through. These are videos. So if you have a child that is a visual learner, they need to see it, they need to hear it, and they need to see somebody doing the examples, and they need to do them as well. This will be good as well because The man that teaches this, you can tell that he absolutely loves math. And his voice is very tranquil. So he doesn't have a harsh, hard voice. He's very tranquil. He's kind of soft-spoken, but in a good way. And he's really, really good and thorough in how he teaches math. He loves what he do. He teaches at a whiteboard, and he works the problem step by step. The child can easily, and it comes with worksheets that you can print. You got to put it in, and then you can print all the worksheets and stuff like that when you buy the system. And he's very, very good. Very good. So if your child if you're looking for like a teacher, and the series is called Math Tutor, because that's exactly what he is. So if you want something that's kind of standout, but in a video format, you really don't want your kids on the internet like that. You don't want to have to do, you really don't have a computer, but you have a DVR or a DVD player. This will probably be good for you. It's broken down into sections, so you will know exactly where your child need to work, and it really, really helps. Okay, say for example, you're like, well, Tina, I don't want to really do. Oh, you don't even have to print the videos. You can just have your child write down the math problem as he writes down the math problem, and they can just, because I had my children have a little 1 subject notebook, and as he wrote down the problems, I had them write it down. I paused the video, they wrote it down, I had them work it out. And whether they got it right or wrong, I did not tell them. I told them to stop the video, write down the problem, and then when he goes, or when they get done with the problem, then I told them to play it again, and they see how he worked it out, and so they find their own error, and they will be able to fix it. They did very, very well with this too. Say for example, you have a child that is very, very advanced. None of this really appeal to your kiddos. I have not tried all of this in all of their series, but I have tried some of them, and all of them are amazing. The ones that I have tried. If you are looking for something, you're trying to build that mental math, this man on this DVD, it comes with a book and it comes with a DVD. This is college level now. So if you have high schoolers out there that you're looking for something for them to take, this will be great for them as well. Or you have an advanced student who want to learn more about mental math and stuff like that. The way that he teaches you how to break down those enormous numbers in your head is amazing. So it comes with a book, it comes with DVD, it is broken down to segments, it's 2 discs long. Each lecture is about 30 minutes long. So if you have a child that can't sit past 30 minutes, no worries. You can break it up how you want to, or it's not long class. It's very, very fun. He's very, very hyper. He's hyper. He's energetic. He's very animated like me, but he's like more animated than me, if you can imagine that. He's way more. So he's very pleasant to watch. So if you need someone, if your child needs someone who's real energetic, you need him for this one. It's called The Secrets of Mental Math. If you need someone who is more tranquil, but still a male, and but still does it real good too, but tranquil, then you need him. If your child likes to have love computers, love games and stuff like that, then this probably be a good one for them. Mind you, all of them start from the beginning all the way up to 12th grade. Next, say for example, your child does not like to be on the computer. You yourself don't want your child on the computer, not one bit. We have some homeschoolers that do not use the internet, do not use well, they might use DVDs, but they do not use electronics. Say for example, you're like that, but you're trying to find a system that kind of explains everything to your child. And in this case, you don't mind working with your child a little bit, but you want something to explain everything for you. Well, this is an amazing system. It's called the Learn Math Fast system. This starts from kindergarten and goes all the way up to 12th grade. Now, in this, you will have to, if you're based on your child's ability of reading and based on how much your child already knows, will determine how active you have to be with this. The good thing about this is that it explains everything piece by piece by piece. So you don't have to really feel like you're teaching. You're just reading the words and you're following the examples that's in the book. This book is amazing. It has visuals and different stuff like that. Now, with this, say for example, you said, okay, I love the idea. Oh, and one thing I love about this book, you know how with traditional books, you usually have just the answer in the back, and you have no earthly idea how they came about with the answer. So when your kids say, Mom, or say, Dad, how did you, I don't understand how to get the answer, and you don't understand how to get the answer easy, you just know that the answer is in the back of the book. Well, guess what? With Learn Math Fast, they work the entire problem out for you. So if you are confused on where exactly your student went wrong, you'll be able to see it because they work everything out step by step by step. They explain everything step by step by step. That's why I particularly love it. And it also has some visuals in there too. Now, say for example, you bought this book, you saw this book, you buy it. And by the way, if you want to get this book and try it out, I do have a coupon code. It's HS Oils. That's HS Oils, OILS. You'll get 10% off your order. Now, with that being said, say for example, you buy this, you get it home, and you feel like it's still not working for you because, again, you don't want to teach it. I do provide private tutoring, not for free, but I do provide private tutoring. I'm not going to open up for too many people. I think like the most I'm going to do is maybe 5 students because I'm super duper busy. So say for example, you want to have and I'll do it. You're asking, how can I do it? I can do it in a Zoom meeting. The lesson will be no longer than 30 minutes because most children can't sit longer than 30 minutes. Or lose focus. And I can do it privately for about 5 students. 5 students. And this is all levels. So if you want to know more about how you can do that with me, now you will have to buy this system. Because I'm not going against the copyright. So if you want to buy this book, and then once you let me know that you bought this book and I see that you have this book, because we'll be able to see each other visually with either in a Facebook group. I might set up a private Facebook group with just your child and I with you there, because I want you to be there if you want to be. Or a Zoom, whichever one is better for you. But you have to purchase the book. And if you purchase the book, hey, Jada, you purchase the book, you use my code so you can get 10% off. I mean, why pay full price when you don't have to, right? I absolutely love this system because of how it puts everybody on the same playing field. No, it doesn't have a video. No, it doesn't. It's not cartoony. It's just the book. However, the book is all that you need because it explains so good. And I'm only going to tutor 5 students. I might just be taking on too much, maybe 3, because I'm so busy. I'm going to just do 3. Just do 3 at 30-minute intervals. And if you want to know more about my pricing and how I do that, how much I charge for 30 minutes, or you want an hour, how much I charge per hour, how much I charge for 30 minutes. If it's you buy an hour, it will be 30 minutes, 2 classes, 30 minutes each. Because like I said, children usually do better when they have 30 minutes or less. When you start going a straight hour, then you'll notice they'll lose focus and they get a little restless and different stuff like that. So if you buy an hour, then you have 2 classes. And so I let you my schedule is pretty much booked all on Thursday. So I don't have any more availability on Thursday. So we will have to work something out on the other days of the week. So want to know more about that? Comment and let me know and we can talk about that. But use the code is HS Oils. You get 10% off. So a recap. If you want to have as much standoff, and that is as standoff as possible, because I will be the one doing the teaching. Not you. I'll be the one doing the teaching. If you want to be totally hands off. But if you want to just get the Learn Math Fast book system and you want to get the discount and you want to do it yourself, which I encourage you to do, it is so easy to do it with this system because, like I said, it explains everything step by step. Anybody can do it, to be truthfully honest, anybody. And you don't even have to like math in order to do it because they make it so easy to do. But say, for example, you're like, no, that's not for me, but my child like cartoons and different kind of things like that, then this might work for you teaching textbooks. But say, for example, you like, oh, my child needs video. They need someone actually doing the work. How do I get the book? Jada said, which book, Jada? Which book? You talking about this one? You can get this from learnmathfastbooks.com. Let me type in the coupon code. Is HS Oils. It's HS Oils, and then you will get 10% off your order. And I think right now they're doing free shipping too. all the math books. Okay. Learn Math Fast is the one that I have the coupon code for that you get 10% off. And also I provide private tutoring when you own the book, because I'm not going against the copyright. I respect any author who has their book and they determine how you use their book. So I will tutor up to 3 children, but I will only tutor you if you personally own the Learn Math Fast book system, so that I won't infringe on the copyright of the author, because I totally respect this author, any author that has a book. I won't want anybody to take over my creative genius either and use it for themselves in some kind of way. So you have to purchase the book, and then I can give you private tutoring then. And you have to show proof that you actually purchased the book. You don't have to show me just show a picture, like a little snapshot, and you can send it to me through private messenger or somewhere and show me that you purchased the book. That is just it's real simple. If you want me to do the tutoring for you. But if you just want to get the discount, that's cool. Get your little discount and you can do it yourself, because it's super duper easy. Okay, so I go to HS Oils. Oh, no, Jada. You go to Learn Math Fast. Let me write it down. You go to learnmathfastbooks.com. Learn Math Fast Books.com. You go to learnmathfastbooks.com. That's a tongue twister. You go to learnmathfastbooks.com and you'll be able to buy this, and you make sure when you order to put in the coupon code so it take off 10%. If you want to get this, I don't have any coupon codes for this or this. These two it depends on when you buy them. They can be a little pricey. However, if you have a child, I encourage you, if you're buying these, check eBay and Amazon before you purchase, because sometimes Amazon have a better price than eBay, and sometimes eBay have a better price than Amazon. I don't have coupon codes for this. You'll have to do your due diligence on these, but I just want to show you these in case your child needs to see a physical person teaching. That's a physical person teaching on the board, doing the examples, talking them through it, all that good stuff on this. In this, they will also see that as well. Plus, you have the workbook that goes with it with this one. And you have the option to also get free printables when you purchase his system. With this, you go to teachingtextbooks.com, and now they have a 3.0 system where you don't even have to buy the physical CDs. You can buy pay one fee for a whole year. And the last I looked a couple months ago, I think it's like $49.99 or $59.99. I don't know how many students they allow per account, but I think they start in grade 3 and go all the way up to 12th grade. Let's see. I have a new person commenting. Truth be one, says my little one uses teaching textbook and she likes it, but I'm not satisfied with what she's learning. Do you have any good suggestions? Okay. We started off using this because another homeschooler told me about it. And at first I did like it. 3rd, 4th grade, 5th grade, it started going a little bit down with me because my children just got older and they just got out of the cartoony kind of thing. That's when I gravitated towards this because I have one child that has multiple learning both of my children have math learning differences, which is called dyscalculia. So I have to approach math from a different little angle. And so what I have found that in all of these cases of math that I have used, the only system that has cohesively worked for both children is this. And if you're a homeschooler, you know the plight that we go through to suit the learning style for every child. We really struggle. And I have never seen a system or a math program that worked for both of my children that has totally different learning styles. This works for both of them. Let me see. Not new, but was in the hospital, and I missed your videos. Oh, wait a minute. Truth be one, I remember you. I'm sorry, boo. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about you in the hospital. You're feeling okay now? I hope you're feeling better, and I'm glad that you're on with me. Thank you guys for all you comment in the live chat. This is making for a fun video. I hope everything is going better with you, Truth be one. I do remember you. I'm so sorry. It's late. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate you. This is the only system that has worked with both children. Now, I have different pieces. Like my son really does really good with this, and this is college level because he's really good with mental math. My daughter can do it, but she has to like write things down a little bit more, way more than my son. This is good. He's very animated, enthusiastic when he's teaching math. You said I'm good, back to homeschooling. Yay! I'm glad you're good. Now this responded to both children. It's just that when it got to different topics, I had to do a little bit extra for one child versus the other. But he still teaches very well. Both of them teaches very well. I really like both of them. It just depends on what your child actually needs. Your child actually needs to see a physical person and them teaching and writing on the board. Do they actually need to do that? Some kids need that, some kids don't. It just actually depends on your child, their unique ability on how they approach the learning process. And then we as parents just try to facilitate a way of providing them the resources and the outlets that they need in order for them to learn their best. It says, can you please give me the name of both? I'll just do a quick recap for Truth Be One. These are the ones that I was talking about today. Teaching textbooks. This is more like, I'm not sure whether or not this is Common Core or not. But if you get the 2.0 or higher, it automatically grades your information for you. It kind of walks your child through the process as it progressed. My children loved it in third, fourth, fifth grade. Started getting a little shaky because the way that they was jumping around a little too much for them. So if you have a child that needs more consistency, if I'm saying that correctly, let's see, consistency. I don't know if that's the right word, but this starts to bounce around a little bit as they get older. Now, we haven't personally used Algebra 1 yet, but we use 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we didn't use the DYSLEXIA for the pre-algebra, but we used the pre-algebra. We used a little bit of the pre-algebra book. It's up and down. When you have a child that has a learning difference, or a child that has difficulty with math, and you hand them a book this thick, it's a little turnoff, to say the least, because they're not thinking about, oh my goodness, it's like, look at this thick book I have to complete. So I have to be kind of careful in the way that I approach them, my children that has learning differences with math. This is like way too much. So if I break it down and give it into a smaller section, it's fine. But this is way too thick. It's kind of like overwhelming. But that's why a lot of parents just use the DYSLEXIA. That's why a lot of parents just use the DYSLEXIA. At a certain point with teaching textbooks, I stopped using it because they didn't like it anymore. However, I'm doing this video not for why am I using it now. I'm doing this video because I know I'm hearing a lot of parents and new homeschoolers And then some of us veteran homeschoolers are looking for a way to free up some of our time, and math is one of those things, and literature is one of those things that take up a lot of time, especially math. So if you're looking for a way to free up your time, maybe this might work for you. I'm not totally against it because it did work for a certain amount of time, but we have to realize that children change, children grow. What appealed to them at one stage in their life, when they get older or they gravitate and start changing into themselves, getting to know themselves, then some stuff just don't, just like us. When we was younger, we may like something, and then once we got older, we're like, ooh, I don't like that anymore. So kind of the same thing with this as well. But these two, both of them still like this. So I usually use these during the summer as just a little refresher, or if I'm not feeling well, I can easily pop this in knowing that they getting a quality education because it's walking them through. I don't have to do it. They know how to pause it and write the problem down, do all that, and work it with them. They actually help each other. So I love these. I like these a whole lot. But we personally use the Learn Math Fast system. This is the only one that works cohesively for both children. Never ever had that situation, because usually what happens is after about one math thing for one child, and turn around and get another math thing for the next child, because I try to start them off using the same type of thing, and then I realize that this is not really working for her, but it works for him, and blah blah blah. But when I bought this, I found out that it worked for both children. I might have to adapt sometime, give my baby a little bit more visuals, but they do provide visuals, which I love. So, and love the real life application. So, this has been the only one that works for everybody. This system has really helped me brush up on my math, because this system changed me, because I didn't really ever care for math. Yeah, I teached it, but I didn't care for it. Just for I had to do it for life, but it wasn't my top subject that I just loved to teach. Now I love teaching learn math because of Learn Math Fast, because it broke it down so easy for me to even understand stuff I didn't understand in school. So it was able to help me as a person being out of school for a good little while. Y'all look at me and think I've been out of school, I think, oh my goodness, whatever, count from 1999. Count from there. So it's been a minute. And I didn't remember how to do pre-algebra and algebra. I just held on to it long enough to pass the test for school and stuff. So, because it really wasn't a topic that I really, really liked, and I didn't have any good teachers that instilled love of math. So I never really cared for it. But now I love it. I wish I would have had this when I was in school. Oh, would have made such a big difference. So it not only worked for my kiddos with 2 different learning styles, it helped mama. Now I'm confident. So this, I really feel like it helps so many people if you give it a chance. And if you don't know how to do it, I do provide private tutoring, but you have to buy the system first. The discount is in HS Oils. The discount is in the comments. I'll try to put it in after this video. But you guys, thank you, Jada, for watching live. Thank you, True B1. Thank you. Let's see. Can I go up on these comments? No, it won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. I had another person on live. Thank you guys for all the love, all the commenting. If you want to get Learn Math Fast system and get that 10% off, that is HS Oils, OILS. You get 10% off. And you go to www.learnmathfastbooks.com to get it. Absolutely love it. It's a system that works for every child, in my personal opinion, whether they have a learning difference or not. It put everybody on the same playing field, so to speak, even the parents, because if you're not using it on a regular basis, some of these things we like, okay, I just like algebra 1, algebra 2, all that stuff. We be like, oh, brother. But this puts us back on the same playing field. It walks us through step by step. They have all the answers in the back of the book that is completely worked out. Long division is worked completely out. Long multiplication, geometry, the pre-algebra, you finally understand how they get the answer in pre-algebra because it's worked out step by step. And that's why I fell in love with that system, because you'll know exactly where your child went wrong on a problem. You know exactly where you went wrong, and then you know how to go fix it because you see it. Whereas with traditional textbooks, they only give you the answer. So yes, you have the answer, but how do they get the answer? How can you teach them how to get the answer if you don't know how to get the answer, the steps? So it walks you through all of that. And so that's why now I love math. I never thought I'd say that because of using that system. And I have worked with many different. I have worked with 100, I think 128 students, 32 students with this system. All different ages, all different learning styles, everything that you can think of. I have worked with them with this system. And guess what? It worked for every single child. And that's why I talk about this so much, is because I saw proof in the pudding that it just didn't work. I was in a special case. My family was in a special case. It works for so many different children. I just wish that they had it in public schools and every homeschool, because that could be the missing piece to a lot of the stress that a lot of us feel in regards to math as parents and as regards to children who have difficulty with it. All right. What grade does the mental math go to? You're welcome. You're welcome, Jada. You're welcome, Troopy One. The mental math is not grade specific because it's done by the company, The Great Courses, and so this is advanced. However, I let my children do this, and I didn't think they'll be able to do this because it's like, okay, this is high school. Well, it's really college level, but I guess it'll be equivalent to a high school honors class. Because some high schoolers do take college level classes. So in my opinion, all the great course classes are very, very advanced, but in a good way. However, in this particular book, per se, this particular course, this topic is about science and mathematics. So you're going to be talking about how to do math in your head, how to do mental addition and subtraction, how to multiply in your head, how to divide and conquer, the art of guessing, mental math on paper, intermediate multiplication, the speed of division, memorizing numbers, calendars, calculation, multiplication, advanced multiplication, and master of mental math. This man here is so enthusiastic, so bubbly, so happy. Just, you can tell this man loves math. He's an actual professor at a college and won different awards and stuff. The man is just amazing, and how he breaks it. He can actually solve problems quicker than a person sitting there in the audience putting the numbers in the calculator. Because he had a person in the audience with a calculator. One camera is on him, one camera is on the teacher, and he got the answer quicker than the man putting the numbers in the calculator. So I was like, wow. And I said, well, of course he can do it because he's the professor, he's the teacher. Of course he can do it. Well, guess what? After my son watched a little bit of his video, he was doing the exact same thing, and he's supposed to be the one with the learning differences, okay? So after watching it, he taught the method on how he does it. My son was doing it. Blew my mind. So I thought this was way too advanced for both of them. My daughter had to still write it down on paper. She'll get it, but she's going to be writing down that whiteboard first. My son was doing all of it in his head. And I was like, wow, this man is amazing. He's amazing. And then I was doing some of it too. Shocked me that I could actually do that. Some of those big, long problems in my head. So he's good. So if you need something that is a little variety of everything, now I encourage you to check the prices on these two, because at certain times these two can be a little pricey, but they're worth every penny. But they can be a little, meaning pricey. This can run you between, sometimes it's $35. This one. Sometimes this one is $25. Sometimes people think that's a little pricey. But I got this for $19.99. It was running a sale, brand new with the book and everything. Normally it's think it's $55 for the course or something like that. But I got it for $19.99, brand new. This one I did not spend $35 for. I got it for $11.99, free shipping, brand new. I bought it from eBay. So that's why I tell you to go back and forth between Amazon and eBay to check the prices and the variations of the prices. I don't encourage anybody to buy the first thing you see. I encourage you to search out and see, can you get a better price? Because at the end of the day, we're homeschooling, but we don't want to try to break the bank doing it. Now, if you have the money to go and buy and you really don't care, or you don't want to look around, that's fine. Just buy it, because they do sell out a lot. They do sell out a lot. But I search around until I find a good price. And so I wanted another copy of this really, really bad. So I just spent the $19.99 for it. This was $11.99. Then I got another one for $7.99. So you can get some good prices, but you got to search it. You got to dig a little bit to find the better prices. But it is possible. And the Learn Math Fast books, they do run sales on it. You will be getting 10% off if you use my coupon, HS Oils. And that, if I'm not mistaken, also includes free shipping as well. Sometimes she run like you can get volume 1 and 2 for one price, and then she'll also allow you to use my coupon code to do that. So you be getting 2. Sometimes she do 2 for the price of 1. So check her out. That's learnmathfastbooks.com. Absolutely love the system. And like I said, I work with 128, 132, somewhere in that ballpark. I can give you the exact number right now. Let me look. I can give you the exact number of how many children I have personally worked with this book. Let me look it up, because I want to give you the correct number. I am currently working with 137 students. 137 students using the Learn Math Fast system. And I kid you not, it works for every child, all ages, all learning styles. I have not had any problem with my kiddos with learning, regardless of their learning style, regardless if they have a learning difference, if they're gifted, whatever the case may be. All of them are doing amazing with Learn Math Fast. And I have never seen that before in my life with any curriculum, that for that wide array of different learning, age brackets, abilities, and it works for everybody. And that's 137 students. 137 students. And it works for all of them. And let's just add 2 more. My 2, 139. Include me, 140. So that's why I feel so strongly about it. So, but I'm only going to do 3 more tutors. That's it. 3 more. So if you want to be included in that, if you buy the book, because I don't want to infringe on copyrights. I keep saying that because it's true. You have to get it yourself, and then you send me a snapshot showing me that you purchased the book, like a picture of you holding a book or something like that. And then I know that you purchased it, and then we can put you on the schedule. My Thursdays are totally booked. Don't have any more availability, and that is booked all the way up for a couple of months. I don't have any Thursdays available, period. So I try to work you in on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday, because that's all I have. And let's see, Tuesday is getting pretty booked. Tuesday is pretty much almost booked. So basically just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, and I'm only going to do 3 more people. So if you want to do that, if y'all want to do that, then comment on the video or just write tutor. You want a tutor? Because I do tutor with Learn Math Fast books. Yeah. All right, you guys, I am getting ready to go. Thank you guys for staying in on the long haul watching this video. Oh my goodness, we clocked at 44 minutes. Woo! It's been a long time since I did a long video like this, but I appreciate everyone. Truth be one, so glad you're doing better. And also, Jada Israel, thank you, boo, for being here. And I had one more person. I remember her name began with an A. Her name began with an A. And I can't see the comment right now. But thank you for being here too. And stay tuned for the next live. I'm going to be talking about the books that I co-author, and I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. I'm just trying to organize it right now. So if you need something to do with your elementary, middle schools over the summer, or you need a fresh perspective, something to do with your kiddos during the school year, and then I have you covered. We also have an amazing, oh my goodness, I can't find it right now. We also have an amazing new workbook. So if you're planning your next upcoming school year, we have an amazing workbook as well that fits up to 6 students in this one book. We've made this because we're homeschoolers, we understand, and most of us have more than one child. So with that being said, we wanted to have something that if you have at least 6 children, you have the user friendliness of having all 6 children, all different grade levels, all different learning styles in one book to help you keep organized. Instead of having one book for this child, one book for that child, you'll have 6. Say, for example, you say, well, Tina, I don't have 6 children. That's cool. You can use that. If you have one child, you can use that one planner for 6 years. If you have 2 like me, I'm using this planner for 3 to 4 years because I only have 2 children. I'm using it for 3 years. I only have 2 children. So I can use it for 3 years. And then you just take off based on how many children that you do have. It is user-friendly. It has quotes in it, inspirational quotes. It has area that you can put your curriculum. It has a page in there for realities. We plan and then life happens. So this is the plan that I hope to do, but this is the reality of what actually happened. And then you can write it in. We also have, for those of you who need to keep records, we have where you can add in your minutes. We have report cards in the back. We try to make sure we have you covered regardless of whatever state you live in, whatever qualifications or whatever you have to do. Some of us have to keep records. Some of us don't. Some of us have to keep minutes, whatever the case may be, whatever state you're in. It also helps with our Canadian homeschoolers too, because the mom that I work with, that we collaborate with, I live over here in the States and she lives in Canada. So you will notice that our language, our lingo in our books reflect both essence. It reflects the United States, our English, the way we talk, and it also reflects Canadians' English. So you'll notice that in our spelling books, your child will be learning 2 languages at the same time. So if it's the way that they spell the words in Canada and also the way that we spell the word here, they'll be getting a little bit of everything with our spelling book, along with moving, exercising, amazing stories. No activity is the same. You can easily build on the books and all that good stuff like that, and carry it over. That one book, this one, for elementary, this is our elementary one that take you from kindergarten to 4th grade. You can do it as fast or as slow as you want. And we also have bonus lists in the back of the book. We have 16 bonus lists in the back of the book. So once you finish those lessons, you will still have additional spelling words that you can do. We also have additional activities that you can do. Here we also have the bonus list as well. This is middle school. It'll take you all the way through middle school with bonus lists and all that good stuff. And the unique thing about our books, we wanted to have a way to include the entire family. So you will notice that if you have a child in the first book and then you have a child in the middle school book, they can actually do the activities together. They can actually do them together because we made it in such a way that it'll be like a puzzle. Yes, the middle schools are using their words, and yes, the elementary students are using their words, but they're going to have that a cohesive activity that they can work harmoniously together. If you have different ages in your homeschool, one a way to encourage that togetherness, working together with the older and the younger. and have a way that they're both working on their level, but they're still doing some things together as well. So, because we're real big on family. So that what sets us apart. It's a whole lot more stuff, but that I'm about to go. It's already too long. The video too long. So I'm gonna talk more about that. Hopefully I have that giveaway done very, very soon, so that I can go ahead and get it out to you guys for the winter. I am waiting for some more stuff to come so that I can give them out and stuff like that. That is about it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I am getting ready to go, and you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. And I will be showing you some more stuff a little bit later in regards to different ideas for math. I'll probably be over on Homeschooling also on Facebook showing you that, and then because I do a little bit different things on each platform, like I may talk about one thing on Facebook, one thing on Instagram, then I talk about a whole nother different thing here on YouTube. Like when I was on Facebook today, I talked about the Kinetic spelling for active learners, both volumes, and also the workbook. The planner. Over here, I was talking. No. I talked about autism. That's what I talked about on Facebook tonight. I talked about autism because today is National Autism Awareness Day. So I talked about autism today on my Homeschooling and Wellness business page, which kind of led into the Kinetic spelling. And then over here, I talked about the math. So you'll notice that I kind of like talk about different things. That's why I tell you to make sure you like, subscribe, follow on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I also do giveaways that's just only on Facebook, do things that's only on Instagram giveaways, and things that's only I give away here on YouTube. And so if you're not on all three areas, then you're going to miss out on freebies and information, different stuff like that. So I'm letting you know now, I'm about to kick off some more amazing giveaways, because after this spring break and all this stuff go and everybody come back to homeschooling, I'm going to kick off so many giveaways. It's going to blow your mind. I'm so excited about it. So I'll keep y'all in the know, and make sure to tell your friends, tell your family, tell your homeschoolers about Homeschooling and Oils. It's free to like and subscribe and follow. So go ahead and do that. And I will talk to you guys a little bit later. It's time for me to go to bed. Okay? Can't you tell? Talk to you later. Bye.